Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at a vehicle. It is the Hawk Cruiser from the Black Adam movie that comes with Hawkman and Black Adam. This is by Spin Masters. So stick around and we're going to go through it.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Okay guys, so here's the front of the box. You can see that the two figures are in a window in the top left corner there. There's a Hawkman and a Black Adam, and it says that right on the bottom, Hawk Cruiser Patrol, Black Adam plus Hawkman. It says it's over 16 inches long, or wide. I think that's wide. And it also has a small picture in the right corner there showing some of the panels that open up. It looks like the cockpit opens and the panels in the back open. So we'll take a look at that when we get her open, but we'll flip around now and see the back. Okay, and here is the back of the box, and it does show that same picture from the front that has the panels opening. It also gives you a small little scale over here showing you that the figures are 4 inches tall. And there's the Black Adam, the Hawkman, and then there is the ship, Hawk Cruiser Patrol, Black Adam plus Hawkman. All right, so I did have to back up my camera quite a bit because this thing's so big. It didn't quite fit in my normal spot, my normal table, but I did just have to back up a bit to fit it all in camera. So it's a pretty good size. So now we're gonna get it open, guys. Okay guys, so I just slid out the inner box and this is what you get inside. It looks like there is some very minor assembly required. It looks like just popping in the wings and maybe the back tail. And you can see in the top right corner there, there's the cape of Black Adam. So I'm gonna quickly assemble this and I'll be back with it. Okay, so I had to move from my usual spot because I am having a little bit of trouble getting this thing in camera. It is pretty long. That 16 inches is real. I do believe now it's from wingtip to wingtip. And I had to move, so apologies if this isn't as clear, as close as it could be. Or as usual. I did have to assemble it. It was pretty quick. It's just the two wings. The tail's attached to those wings. They just snap right in. There was no directions, but you don't really need any. It's pretty self-explanatory. This is the Hawkman here, and he's pretty good. His wings do come off. I did have to put those in when he came out of that bubble. They were not attached. He comes with the two weapons here. He's pretty cool. And then here's the Black Adam. And the likeness, not very good. The eyes, not very good. And I don't remember him really wearing the cape during the movie. I've only seen it once. I need to watch it again. I did like it for the most part. He does these lightning effects. Thunder, I should say. Lightning, thunder. Not bad. Nice little 4-inch figure. I see they were trying to get the Rock in there, but, you know, it's okay. It's just okay. Let's pull the ship up a little bit closer so I can give it to you in a little more detail. You can see this is a solid gray. It does have a little bit of gold paint on it. A little bit of white there for windows. The cockpit does flip open. There's no paint, there's no decals. It's a single seat cockpit. It's okay. There are these two little tabs here in the back that help you open up these back doors. They do open up. There's no pegs. Again, there's no paint, no stickers, no anything. Can lay something down in there. Some cargo. I know in the movie this is more like a Boeing 747, like a big ship, but in this toy version it is really just about the size of a fighter. I would say like a fighter jet. These doors do shut nice and flush. I need to pull it a little bit closer to me so I can do that though. There we go. But overall it's not bad. Now here's the gold in the back. Now I did pick this up it was a gift to me for Valentine's Day. And it was $19.99 on the Target website. If you go into the store, I believe it's $35, so it's much cheaper online. I'm not sure why. And so I think for the 20, it was a gift, but for the $19.99 that my wife paid, it's a good deal. especially coming with the 2 figures, which are usually I think $7 or $8.99 a piece. I do think it was a good deal, and it's a nice little ship. You know, it's a nice little toy to play with, and it adds a little bit to the world building aspect of the scale, having a different kind of ship. I'm going to do a couple quick comparisons with some other ships I have, and you'll see that, you know, 90% of my ships are Star Wars, so it's nice to have another ship. It does look like a spaceship to me more than a modern, you know, nowadays Earth kind of ship. So it's going to fit nice. Let's get to some of those comparisons, because I think this can be kind of fun. So let's do that really quick. All right, so here is Rogue One U-Wing. Cassian Andor flew this ship in Rogue One, and just like this Black Adam ship, this was a much bigger ship in the movie. In fact, much like this ship, it held many troops in it when they attacked Scarif, if you're familiar with that movie. So I think this is a pretty comparable size comparison, you know, with the same idea where they shrunk down the ship, which is still okay. You know, we wouldn't have it at all if they wouldn't have shrunk it, because it would have been, you know, much too massive. But you can see here just about the same. In fact, you can get more out of this Black Adam ship because it's hollow and it opens up in the back, where this one is just a cockpit. So that's the first comparison. Okay, and here's a couple of Obi-Wan starfighters from two different Star Wars lines, both Obi-Wan, 2 different lines, I think Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith. And this is pretty much more comparable. It's like a single seat fighter. It's almost just about the same length as this guy here, which is pretty common. You can find this one. He's not too expensive. And look, there's Obi-Wan. He's in there. But yeah, this is more, you know, comparable. And I think that this, even though, you know, we're talking superheroes and Star Wars, it does look to me, in my universe, like it would fit right in. Okay, and here's a couple non-Star Wars ships. We've got a Marvel Universe Quinjet and a Rise of Cobra, like a hovercraft jet. I can't remember what it's called now, but it fits right in. Again, I think it does actually look a little more space age than these two, and I guess that makes sense because Hawkman is from another planet, and these are supposedly, you know, from our sort of world, our modern world. But again, you can see the size comparison. It's actually more comparable over here because the back of that does open up and you can put a couple guys in the back, and it has a cockpit. This guy actually, I think, holds more. This also, I think, can hold a couple guys inside, but this is a little bit bigger. So that's really the only other ships besides, you know, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, got a Marvel here. This is my only DC sort of ship. I have some much larger Star Wars ships, the Razor Crest, the Slave One, you know, the other ships, lots of other starfighters, TIE fighters, Darth Vader's, you know, TIE bomber, Darth Vader's TIE fighter. But I think this is sort of a good glimpse at the size of this thing. Okay, guys, so that's my overview of the Hawkman Cruiser from Black Adam. Overall, I think it's a good vehicle. For the price that I got it for, I would recommend it. I don't know if I would recommend it for, you know, the 35 or over price. It is a good vehicle, though. It is unique. It is something I think that you could definitely add to your collection. You won't be sorry you got it. But at 35, I think it's a bit much. You know, around the $20, $25 range, I think is just about right. If you can find it for even less, that's even better. I definitely like the Hawkman figure more than the Black Adam. So if I kind of feel like I might even pick up a few more of those Hawkmen, the single pack one, maybe army build just a little bit, maybe get 2 or 3 more, especially if they're on sale. But overall, the ship is really good at that price point. It is more of a toy rather than like a collector, sort of like a Star Wars type ship. So I would pick it up. I do recommend it. I hope you enjoyed this overview, and I'll see you next time.